things, we're now going to move on to Derek Paton. Derek's from Zinwave, and he's going to be coming up to join me on stage now. And Derek will be talking about providing wireless capacity within a high-density stadium environment.
Today I'm going to be talking about how you put good wireless connectivity into stadiums. That's what Zinwave does. We've done it around the world on many stadiums. Just a little bit of an overview of who Zinwave are. We're a Cambridge startup company founded in 2005. The technology that we have is actually unique, IP protected technology that no one else in the world has. And we've made a lot of inroads with a lot of the major carriers around the world like Vodafone, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, Optus in Australia, Telstra in Australia, in Hong Kong, in Macau. We do a lot of the big casino projects. And primarily what we do is we put small fiber connected antennas around properties to provide really good wireless coverage, very good Wi-Fi, but not just actual coverage but capacity. We're able to allow mobile users, for example, in Etihad Stadium in Australia, we were giving each user an average of 30 to 40 megabits of data through their mobile. And there's no one else in the world can achieve that like we can. So we have a very unique wideband technology. And what that actually means is the technology is able to operate on any frequency in the world. You don't have to buy separate access points or boxes, remote boxes as per the frequency. Our boxes work on any frequency that any mobile operator in the world uses today. So when you install our solution, that's it. There's no upgrades, you no need to change anything when you have new services that you want to provide into your stadium. Over to the next slide. So again, just a little overview of what the product is. I think I pressed the button too many times. Anyway, we'll leave that slide. This is just an overview of some of the places that we've installed. We've got, we do anything from stadiums to shopping centres to airports to to all different types of campuses. And I think, I don't know, excuse me, this is just running on its own. If you can go back, please. There, yeah, yeah. And these are just a list of our main. It's great. That's a list of our main sort of customers. Just to give you a flavour of the tier 1 customers that we have. Apple being our sort of premier customer. We do all Apple call centres and buildings and office buildings around the world with our technology. And I think that's a really good reference for us, as well as you can see the other types of customers that we have. So we go after high-end type customers. We want a premium product. The one thing I will say, when normally associate premium product with premium pricing, we actually come in, on most stadiums that we've done comparisons with our leading competitors, we're at least 50% less in price due to the technology that we have. We can do stadiums. There was a big stadium in Australia, I won't mention the name, I think it's the 5th or 6th biggest stadium in the world. We were 64% less than anyone else to do that project. So just, we're fiber. That's one thing that makes us unique. We don't have coax or big cables going everywhere around the building. We're fiber. We're the only company in the world that can do fiber to the antenna. We also have a unique Wi-Fi solution that gives up to 50 times the throughput of a regular Wi-Fi solution. It's a Canadian partner company that we have that comes from military technology, and we're able to put in high-density Wi-Fi and do it at the same time. So one installation allows us to do everything. I'll go a little bit quicker. Just a little bit of an idea of what we have. It's basically like a sort of like Wi-Fi type architecture where we have a hub, a secondary hub, and then a small remote unit that goes right next to the antenna. And as I say, there's lots of tricks we can do with our product. We can support MIMO. We can move capacity around the stadium. So, for example, if you need more capacity where the concession stands are, or if people are moving around for, say, a concert and you're only using part of the stadium, we can actually move the capacity around the stadium to suit what's happening in the venue. And again, just showing you, when we integrate Wi-Fi, we use the same cables and the same antennas, and we can integrate all the mobile coverage, all the public safety wireless systems for the police, the fire, and we can put Wi-Fi all through the same system. And all we have in our product, we only have 4 boxes. That's all we have. Every other vendor in the wireless space will give you a parts list with hundreds and hundreds of part numbers. We just have 4 simple boxes. We have a rack, we have 2 modules that plug into the rack, and then that white box is the remote unit that covers every single frequency that mobile users use today. So it's a very small box that only consumes 30 watts of power. And that's a really interesting consideration, because in a stadium, the savings and the power alone to power the system paid for it in 3 years in one of the stadiums in Australia. Typically, you've got big, huge amplifiers that drive coax. With our solution, it's a small 30-watt device that goes direct to the antenna. So just from a power-saving aspect, you save a lot of money as well. And again, just going over the TCO, I can share with you guys our total cost of ownership model, showing you that over time, the system pays for itself on an average to 3 to 4 years. And another thing that you can do is, if you're a stadium owner putting the system into your stadium, you can actually generate revenue, because the mobile guys will come along and you can charge them, annual rent to use the system. So, there's a way, for example, that you can make money. You can use it for your own security staff, the police, the fire. Everything can go through this one layer system that we have. And this just showing you, a typical sort of performance that we do. We walk around, take measurements, and you can see here in this stadium in America, we're getting 86 megabit downlink in this stadium. And that's it. That's me up and done. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek.